play Gran Turismo, episode 32. So, you may remember in the previous episode I showed off time trial mode using my Toyota Castrol Super GT. And well, now of course, I'm officially going to show off the bit you have all been waiting for, and that bit is notably, you've probably already guessed it, GTHi-Fi mode. And well, I'm not going to do this in the Supra. I'm also not just going to do it in my Toyota Chaser either, but I'm going to do this in multiple cars. So, as we head over to the special events section, over of course to the third page, as we've got 3 circuits here: Club Stage Route 5, Special Stage Route 5, and Special Stage Route 11. And well, let's get on with this and see how we do. Considering, as you may remember in time trial mode, essentially overall, you are basically given 2 laps of the circuit to officially set a representative lap time, at least by your standards anyway. And well, this is pretty much similar to that, apart from saying that, well, obviously this is essentially in higher quality. Checking through all the parts, and obviously, still think there really is no point in doing that, but anyways. Finishing off the settings, switching to analog mode, as I've shown off many times in this game before. And as you can see around me, obviously, with there notably being the development of GTHi-Fi mode, and also because this is in higher quality than you would usually expect from a PS1 game, they did notably have to make some sacrifices in order for this to officially be, what's the word, installable in the game, because as you can see, there are no buildings around me, and that of course was a sacrifice that Polyphony had to make in order for GTHi-Fi mode to be, possible in this game. Also for the sake of higher quality in the game as well. And also for smooth edges as well, I think. But anyways, I figured of course I would be traditional, and I would instead use 3 cars I have not yet used in this game. And I will probably do the same thing with the arcade mode section of GTHi-Fi mode as well, but anyways. So there we go, 2 laps have been set around Club Stage Route 5 in my Toyota Chaser LM edition. And obviously just going to go for the usual name. And yeah, so now of course we are going to do the second of our 3 circuits in GTHi-Fi mode, Special Stage Route 5. And well, in order for us to do that, I of course am going to switch cars again. And I'm going to switch to this, the Mitsubishi FTO LM edition. And the reason why I'm doing this as well, essentially because, I just want to have a little fun and also let variety pretty much be, the spice of life for this segment. But anyways, it is now time for us to head over to the second of our 3 circuits in GTHi-Fi mode, Special Stage Route 5. So yeah, as I said before, I think as far as I know, pretty much every building, in order for GTHi-Fi mode to become compatible with GT1 overall, they essentially had to remove every building in order for the game itself to, you know, cope with the adjusted quality for after, you know, the player wins the GT World Cup. But anyways, checking to see. Because as you can see, there are no buildings in the background, and that of course was essentially one of the sacrifices they did have to make, of course, for the sake of GTHi-Fi mode becoming, you know, compatible with the overall disk drive that is in this game, as well as also being compatible essentially with the PS1 systems. So yeah, so pretty much every building, as far as I know, is, you know, coincidentally removed from this, or at least I think most of them are anyway, because essentially overall this was also the quality that many people would officially come to expect in the future, as I of course am clearly concentrating on the braking zones. But anyways, this is precisely what we unlock after we have won the GT World Cup. So this of course is precisely how in some cases my 720 quality works, or at least I think my capture card is recording in 720 quality. But anyways, there we go. 2 circuits down, 1 to go. And I know precisely which car I am going to use for that. As I just do that, and I know precisely which car I am going to use now. 2 circuits down, 1 to go. That is Special Stage Route 11. And I know precisely which car I want to use as well. As I head back over to the home menu once again, as I now switch to my Honda CRX Del Sol LM Edition. And heading back over to the special events section, and to our third and final track in GTHi-Fi mode. Special Stage Route 11. So it's basically just all of the city circuits in this game that are officially available in GTHi-Fi mode, and essentially overall in some cases Polyphony had also predicted, of course, that essentially higher pixelated quality was going to be the future, and oddly enough, with their predictions, they were exactly correct with those predictions. As we now get started with 2 laps around special stage Route 11. And well, the reason why I wanted to do it this way is essentially because, well, because these were prize cars that I won, and also prize cars that I have not officially used yet. Which, officially overall, is essentially the main reason on why I wanted to do this with the cars that I used. As you can see here, because I'm playing this on my PS3, or at least my backwards compatible PS3, you can see precisely why the quality itself is actually smoother. As are lots of the other physics as well. Ironically. The physics are definitely improved over this bit of the game. And again, of course, there were some sacrifices that had to be made. Because essentially overall, they did of course have to sacrifice pretty much every building on the circuit to officially make GTHi-Fi mode compatible with the PS1 software. And I think as far as I know, they also removed a couple of other things as well. But as you can see here, pretty much every building that you would officially see on this circuit usually has pretty much been removed, essentially. So, just getting around here, and just see if I can set a quicker lap than the one I set before. No. Probably will, as long as I don't crash. And the reason why I also wanted to use this car is essentially because I don't think I've actually used a Honda CRX in this game yet, until now at least. And yeah. So, there were some sacrifices, yes, but overall, GTHi-Fi mode, in my mind, is actually a really good thing, because notably overall, Polyphony had essentially predicted the future of what would eventually become known to many around the world as the eventual innovation that soon became known as, to many of us around the world, the PlayStation 2. And well, I'm going to just get rid of a replay and save this one. So there we go, and there we are. So, that, my friends, was GTHi-Fi mode in simulation mode. And well, there is one more thing I officially want to do, but well, in the meantime, I am officially going to save the game now that I have officially completed GTHi-Fi mode, and there's just one more thing I want to show off, and that's essentially GTHi-Fi mode in arcade mode, of what will also be the final segment of this game. So, stay tuned for more GT1, for the finale of this game.